Hi, my name is Ron Roberts Jr., and I'm going to welcome you to a few of my favorite things, NFL Design Edition. And so, since we're in the holiday season, I figured I'd capture that theme of a few of my favorite things, but apply it to NFL and the NFL design. So I am very artistic by nature, and I love design and I love sports. And so sports design is really a marriage of two of my favorite passions: design, graphic design, and the world of sports. And so I love logos, uniforms, helmets, you name it. I'm totally into sports design. So I wanted to talk about a few of my favorite things as it relates to NFL sports design. And so let's get into a few of my favorites. And so first of all, logos. So on the screen, a few of my favorite logos. I love what the Tennessee Titans have done with their logo here. I think the Atlanta Falcons old school bird logo is iconic. I love the Texans. I think this is awesome. Eagles are my favorite team, so I have to have love for them. Of course, the Raiders, very iconic icon, a very iconic logo, I should say. Tampa Bay Buccaneers did a great thing with their flag logo. So lots of good stuff here. And of course, the NFL shield. Now let's get into uniforms. And so I'm a real big fan of sports uniforms, and I'm very particular about what I like and what I don't like. And so let's look at some of the current and what I feel more stylish NFL uniforms. So you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. Great work on the design and color combinations. Carolina Panthers, this has been their, I love their Carolina blue uniforms, or these jerseys, I should say. So that's been around for a while. So great stuff there. The New York Jets latest rendition of the uniforms. I love this green. I'm a big fan of green and the design overall. And to me, it's definitely a nice refresher from what they had the last few years. Seattle Seahawks, although I'm not a big fan of blue jerseys on top of blue pants, still I really like this design. It's not for everybody, but I really like what they've done. The Buffalo Bills. And so I just like this blue. It's just something about this blue and the blue jersey on top of the white pants. I like it in the reverse, the white jersey on top of the blue pants. And the helmets are really cool. And to me, I've always liked their white helmets with their blue buffalo. And I just had a hard time with their Kool-Aid red helmets that they did back in the day when they had Jim Kelly. So I'm glad they went back to these helmets. All right, the Saints. I'm get some love for the Saints here. I really like what the Saints have done. Although I'm not a big fan of white jerseys on top of white pants, but this gold just really stands out. So I like this combination. And then I like the striping, the black thick striping on their gold pants and with the Florida Lee logo. And then the Chargers, pick one. I love all of these. The only one that I am not super crazy about is the all white. Once again, I'm not a big fan of white jerseys on top of white pants. I know that's just me, but all these other combinations are just awesome. So I think the Chargers did a great job. All right, so let's look at some current and classics. And so these are current uniforms that are just timeless. And so although I'm not a huge fan of the classic, combinations, I think they're well done. And so I just have to give a nod to the Raiders for their black and silver, the 49ers for their red and their old gold, and then of course the Packers with their green and yellow. And then the Tennessee Titans, I love what they did a few years ago. They had these uniforms for a while. Really like that color blue on top of white. And then the white jerseys on top of these dark blue pants with light blue and white trim. And then the New England Patriots. For some reason, it was just something about this combination that I really got into, the white jerseys on top of the dark blue pants. And it's like what the Patriots did just on the sleeves and just the numbering. So really, really cool stuff. Then the Buccaneers can give them love for a couple of their previous uniforms. And so these were, I think, from a slightly just maybe a couple years ago before they updated to the current rendition. But really like this, the pewter helmets and the pewter color, like the red on top of pewter pants, red jersey on top of pewter pants are really great. Even the white, I really liked. And then their creamsicle uniforms. A lot of people hate them, but I really like these. I like this orange and also the helmets. The helmet logo, so really cool for me. And then I like the Baltimore, Indianapolis Colts. And I really put this picture here because I like their blue pants. And so the Indianapolis Colts typically wear all white jerseys or white pants. And so I like the fact that a few years ago they inserted these blue pants. And then the Cleveland Browns, going back to the Brian Sipe days, I really like the brown pants and the lighter brown pants, not the dark brown pants, but this version of the brown pants. Really nice match for the helmet. And then the Cincinnati Bengals. And so when they introduced these uniforms back in the 80s, this was revolutionary. And so I liked both combinations, the black jersey on top of the white pants and the white jersey on top of the white pants. So although, once again, not a big fan of white jerseys on top of white pants, but just the striping was just awesome. And the iconic helmets. I mean, these helmets are just the best in the world. All right, and then the St. Louis Rams, like this combination of their white with gold trim on the shoulder and blue on the sleeves, and then on top of their gold pants. Thought that was a really great combination. And then I couldn't find a good picture of their white jerseys on top of their blue pants, but they had an alternate uniform, so I really like this white on top of blue. I want to give shout out to Chris Creamer for helping me with this. Well, he didn't help me directly, but I went to his website and found this picture. And then the Detroit Lions, back in the day, blue pants with their white jerseys. The Washington football team, formerly the Washington Redskins, I really like their colored jerseys on top of these white pants. And I really like that yellow and burgundy trim on the pants too. Really nice look. All right, then some love for the Saints again, going old school. I like the thick gold trim on the black pants here. And then here, I like the state of Louisiana logo on top of the sleeves. And also, it's hard to see, but on top of their the striping, the black striping on their gold pants. And then just some love for my favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, their 1980s uniforms. And so back here, and this is Harold Carmichael, my favorite receiver of all time. He's not a quarterback, he's a receiver. But I really like what they did here with the sleeves, the gray and the white, and also here on the white jerseys, similar design too, with Ron Jaworski. All right, then helmets real quick. Some of the current helmets that I like, Eagles, of course. The Cincinnati Bengals iconic helmets, the Rams have done with their new helmets, and the Buffalo Bills. And in the old school, Buccaneers, so here what they did with the Peter helmets a few years ago. They still wear the Peter helmets, but the flag is a lot larger. I don't like that, but I like this version here. Creamsicle, the Atlanta Falcons from back in the 80s. The Rams, horns were once again very different, very distinct. Like the Denver Broncos, Snorton Bronco and their D. And then the Washington football team, formerly the Washington Redskins, when they had this version of their spear and feather logo. All right, so that's it. So just some quick shout outs to some folks who have been very helpful to me over the years. And so once upon a time, I was going to do a book on sports design. And so Ken Lowe, who designed the iconic New England Patriots logo, was a big help to me. And Eric Rickaball and Todd Radom were also very instrumental. I was doing a lot of research for this book. And Tom O'Grady, who spent many years with the NBA, was also very helpful. And then finally, a nod to Chris Creamer, who I don't know, but he does a great job on the sportslogos.net with keeping people updated on all the latest uniform designs and redesigns and logos and all that good stuff across the league. So he does a terrific job. So that is it. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I enjoyed it immensely. And if you want to comment on your favorite sports team, logo or uniform, particularly as relates to the NFL, feel free to do so. And I'm going to do something like this again for the NBA, NHL, and also Major League Baseball. All right, so thank you for listening.